What's up, guys? I'm Connor, joined by Matt.
How you doing, everyone?
And you know us all about the Huskies. We're here today in Norwalk for the shooting Storrs practice here at McMahon High School. Really just to see the guys. There's a bunch of former Huskies, a bunch of Huskies we've had on this pod. So yeah, really just going to check it out, bring you guys for the ride.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of Huskies we've had on the show before. Hoping to get to talk to some of them. You'll see those interviews, when we put this out, obviously, and, maybe getting a chance to talk to Marc D'Amelio as well. So a lot of exciting stuff going on today. Hope you guys like it.
Yeah, should be fun. Let's get right into it.
All right, everyone. I'm here with Marc D'Amelio, the creator and founder of the Shooting Storrs team. How you doing, Marc?
I'm great, man. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing perfect. Good to hear. We just had a couple questions for you. First of all, obviously, this is a pretty big project, pretty big plan. It's pretty exciting as well. How are you feeling about everything, and how do you feel about seeing it all come together?
Seeing it all come together is amazing. This is our first year doing it, so I didn't really know what to expect. It's been pretty smooth so far. Putting the team together. I've kind of handled all of the back end stuff and the branding and putting all the logos and things together. And then we have the best in the business, all-time leading scorer UConn Chris Smith is our head coach. So we're good.
Yeah, Coach Chris Smith, obviously big legend of the history. A couple other legends here in the history of UConn. A couple national champions.
Yep.
How did that go? Getting these guys to come in and play for the team.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of times now. I did have relationships with Kevin Freeman, who was UConn national champ, helped me. He told me about the whole TBT thing, and then I just started hitting people up. Chris Smith Jr. has done an incredible job as our lead recruiter, and I've gotten involved when I had to. Ryan Boatwright and I became very, very good friends, and we're just having a blast here in Norwalk. It's
awesome. And we figured, we could ask you some serious questions, ask you a fun question too.
Sure.
So, obviously you have some legends in the building, a lot of UConn legends. If you were to choose a starting five of all-time UConn Huskies, put them out there right now going to national championship, do you think you can put together a squad?
Yeah, I mean, I got to do probably one of my closest friends is Chris Smith, but as a point guard, dude, Khalid El-Amin, man, that guy, I know you point guards, you got freaking, you got so many. You got Boatwright, Shabazz, Kemba.
Just retired.
But Chris Smith was the first. So let me do it. I would say, all right, I'll do it, everyone, because I'm gonna get killed if I put El-Amin over. Yeah. So I'll do center Okafor. I do Okafor, Rudy Gay, Ray Allen, Kemba Walker, and what am I missing? I throw Kevin Freeman in there too.
Yeah, awesome squad.
Here with Joey Calcaterra. Joey, how you doing today?
Doing well.
Obviously, this Stars to Storrs team. You were in the TBT last year on a different team. How cool is it to be back, but with UConn?
Yeah, I mean, being able to represent the Huskies again, it's always a good feeling coming out here and seeing all the fans come out to support us today. Obviously, we got something to play for, the name across our chest, and UConn, University of Connecticut. So, seeing a bunch of the legends come back, a lot of these dudes had a lot to do with the championships that came before ours. So it's just an honor to come back here, get a chance to play with these guys.
Yeah, you have never been teammates with any of these guys until now. Who's the coolest one you'd say you finally get to play with?
I mean, all these dudes, like Bo Wright, I remember watching Bo, I remember watching, Perv, I seen DeAndre Daniels, obviously RJ the year before I got there, so I've seen a lot of these dudes put on that Husky uniform over the years, so, once again, just truly a blessing to be able to come out here and compete with them.
Yeah, you guys played a few scrimmages today. How do you feel like the team looks? I know you had a couple of threes, had some nice finishes. Yeah. How do you think the team looks as a whole?
We're getting there. Obviously it's a quick transition into a game here, so we're going to have to figure it out. But, these dudes just know how to play basketball. So, we've been putting in some good quick actions offensively and defensively. So we got all our bases covered. We're just going to go out there, play as hard as possible, and play basketball how we know how to.
Yeah, we got a couple more here, a couple fun ones. First, a lot of legends in this program, a lot of legends that are here right now, but if you had to pick an all-time starting five at UConn, who are you going with? A lot of tough choices there.
Jeez. Ray, Rip, I'll throw Kemba on there, I'll throw Big Meg, and Karan Butler.
There you go.
Last one off the top of the head. I know I'm missing some.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of options. But last one, we're practicing in the high school gym here. We throw you right now in a JV game. How many points are you scoring?
I assume that coach is cool with me taking the majority of the shots.
Yeah, as much as you want.
High school JV. I never got the chance to play JV growing up, so I'll probably go 70.
70?
Boat right after a long practice, about 2 hours long. How you feel, right?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm straight. I've been working out, so I'm good, man. It was good to get up and down. Working out doesn't equivalent to playing, so it was good to get up and down and get some run before we get out there Saturday.
Yeah, of course. And obviously, brand new team in the tournament, a lot of familiar faces for you. How is it to kind of come back and see these guys, play with them again, learn from them?
Yeah, it's always fun, man. Like I said, this is a unique opportunity that you get. TBT has created something pretty special, and a lot of schools are catching on to it and starting alumni teams, and it's starting to bring back opportunities for us to former players to play with each other again. And
your head coach, obviously, Chris Smith, great guard back in his day. I'm not sure if you were able to talk to him when you were a Husky.
Yeah.
What have you learned from him, maybe since being here?
I mean, a lot of different things, man. Just little pointers here and there within the game. We only been together 3 days so far, 2 days of practice, so I'm sure I'll get to learn a lot more as we proceed through this tournament, and hopefully we can get some wins and keep it going.
Yeah. And lastly, we're asking everybody a little bit of a fun question towards the end. We asked Joey. Now we're going to ask you. What if you were thrown into a high school basketball game, let's say JV?
Okay.
How many points are you going to drop right now today?
Oh man, right now today in a JV game.
In a JV game, 70.
At least 60.
Points? 60
At
points.
a minimum 60.
Joey said 70.
He probably Joey a little younger than me, but yeah, I'll probably run out of gas at about 60.
Here with RJ Cole. RJ, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good today, man. It's a good day to be a Husky for sure.
Yeah, good day to be a Husky. Stars of Storrs is here in the TBT. How cool is that? How cool is it to get the invite to play, obviously? It's an honor. There's a lot of great Huskies you were chosen. How's that feel?
It feels great. It's an honor to be chosen as one of the great part of the great Huskies that are out there on the court today. Obviously, there are a lot more, but these are some of the great ones. I'm just glad to have the opportunity, and it's the first year, so I'm glad to be out there and be a part of it.
3 days into practice now. What's the vibes like with the team? How you guys feeling? Obviously, it's a quick turnaround. Your first game is this weekend. How you guys feel?
I think we're feeling good. We're still trying to figure each other out, and still some of us are trying to get in shape. And then once we start building some team chemistry, I think we'll be really hard to deal with this out in Pittsburgh.
You guys had a couple of scrimmages today. Who did you like? Who do you think stood out? Who do you think is going to be one of the stars of the team? Give us a little insight as a player.
Oh, to me, who stood out was Rodney Purvis. I think he played really well today. He hit some really big shots. He hit a lot of shots, and Joey too. Joey could really shoot the ball. I didn't get a chance to play with Joey, but obviously I watched him play, and I'm happy that I'm on the same team as him now because he's a sniper for sure. I think we have a really well all-rounded team.
Got a couple of fun questions to close it out. Now, we've asked everyone these two. The first one, if you could choose an all-time UConn starting five, who would you go with? I know you've been following the team for a long time.
So, with this question, am I a part of this, or do I pick
you can include yourself. Myself? You can include yourself.
Okay, so with me, I'll say me, Kemba, give me Ray Allen, Rudy at the 4, and I'll take Drummond at the 5.
It's a tough team to beat.
For sure.
Last one here. We're in a high school gym. You guys are practicing high school gym. Say we throw you, RJ Cole, in the JV game right now.
Right now.
How many points are you scoring in a game?
In a JV game?
Yeah.
Probably 50.
50?
50.
We had Boat say 60. Joey said 70. So
I'm being a little bit more humble. I'll say 50.
I'm here with Tyler Olander, one of the assistant coaches. Tyler, I mean, obviously, this is something that we've been trying to do for a long time, get a UConn team. How awesome is it to see to have it finally come to fruition?
Yeah, no, it's really great. Marc D'Amelio, Chris Smith have done a great job putting the team together. Really exciting just to see like different generations of UConn. Greats, big names in the program who have helped build it to where it's at. All getting on the same court. I think it's the start of something special, and hopefully we can continue it for years to come.
Yeah, you were one of the two coaches for the scrimmage today. Which guys do you think stood out the best to you? Which guys did you like the most?
I think Rodney Purvis really stood out through the whole thing. The way he can score in different ways. He's hitting shots. He's coming off screens. He can use the ball screen. He's just very versatile. He's physical. I thought DeAndre, for someone who hasn't played in a few years, did very well. He was on the offensive boards. He hit some shots and got out in transition. So those two guys for sure.
Yeah, Rodney and DeAndre, you played with both of them.
Yeah.
How cool is it to be now coaching them on the other side? Seeing this, how's that like?
Yeah, no, it feels really good just to get back on the court with those guys. They've had really great careers. Different routes for everybody, but it's really special to be back on the same court with guys that you put in so much work. Won national championship with, so it's a special feeling to be back. Anytime you can get back with old teammates, it's a lot of fun.
And last one, we're asking everyone this question: what's your all-time UConn starting five? A lot of really good options to choose from.
All-time UConn starting five. That's a great question. It's growing now. Like there's so many great players. For me, I got to go two of my guys. I got to go Kemba and Shabazz. I got to go Rudy Gay, Emeka, and who do I want at the four? Kevin Freeman.
What's going on, everyone? Here with Rodney Purvis. After today's practice, how you feeling, Rodney?
Pretty good, man. We all got to get in shape for sure. But it was pretty good, man. I'm just happy to be out here with the guys who was able to practice in front of some of the younger fans today. So it gave us a different vibe than what we used to. We used to, most of us overseas in Europe, so heckling fans. So it was cool to get in front of some young support today.
Yeah, and you mentioned, your coaches, your teammates. They obviously have a lot of respect for you. We've been, talking to them. A lot of them consider you, to be maybe the best player here.
Wow.
I'm not going to spread anything, but
don't
let it get to your head. How does it make you feel to be here and still be playing at an elite level?
It's fun, man. On my off time, I work on my game still, bro, every single day.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing about me is my eating habits. So that would make me keep going, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to get out here and compete every day, man. I have fun playing basketball, bro. It's a blessing to get out here and play basketball. I heard a fan tell me, what did he say, man, you look like you can play a couple minutes in the league. I'm like, all right, now slow down. But yeah, I'm still kind of in my prime somewhat, so it's fun, man.
Just playing basketball, it's got to be fun. First things first. We're gonna ask you a little bit of a fun question here.
Sure.
We've been asking everybody. If we were to throw you into a JV basketball game today, how many points do you think you would drop?
In a JV
In a
basketball
JV game, like lowest level high school, right above freshman. I can give you
50, 40, 50, 40,
40?
I'm gonna be real, because I'm not like a ball hog. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I get my stats, I'm cool.
They're all like 5'7".
Oh, probably 100, man. nah, like 40.
All right, outside McMahon High School after the open practice, that'll do it. Matt, what'd you like from that practice? There's a lot to like, I feel like. A lot of familiar faces. What'd you like?
Yeah, there was definitely a lot to like, not just the practice in general, but, how friendly the players were there were a bunch of kids there and families, and, people just excited to see this project put together. So I feel like it was done really well. by Mark and Chris and, just the rest of them. They've definitely done a lot of good work and are doing a really good thing here. But in terms of on the court, I feel like, there was a lot to like. I feel like there was a lot of, great action. Rodney Purvis definitely stuck out in my eyes. There were a bunch of players, not only Rodney, but Boatwright and Cole were moving the ball well. Maybe not, supposed to be scorers on this team, but definitely great facilitators.
Yeah, and excuse us for our eyes. It is very bright outside McMahon High School. But, yeah, I agree. I feel like Boatwright and Cole, they're going to be more of, like, true point guards on this team. Purvis is going to be a scorer. Joey's going to be a scorer. But who do you think is the best player on this team? There's a lot of options. I feel like we might have different answers here. Who do you got as best player?
Mine is definitely Rodney Purvis. Rodney, in the scrimmage today, was definitely a floor general in these scrimmages. Not necessarily playmaking, but just shot creating and making good looks for himself. I feel like he will be our most efficient and high volume scorer on the squad.
I agree. I mean, he had a lot of deep threes. He's certainly one of our better scorers. But the way that Joey was playing today, I feel like he's the best player. I mean, he hit his usual Joey threes. He had some nice drives inside. He's the youngest player on this team, or at least the most recent player out of college on this team. So he has the young legs. I mean, you got guys like Jerome Dyson, Jeff Adrian. They're up there. Sorry to them to kind of call them out, but they're up there in age. But, yeah, I'd say Joey. Purvis and Joey are going to be our two scorers, it seems like. I mean, but inside, the two guys we brought in, TJ and Seth, the big men who didn't go to UConn but are honorary Huskies, they look solid, I feel like, as well.
Yeah, the big guy, 7 foot tall. I'm pretty sure that's TJ.
That's Seth.
That's Seth. Sorry, I'm still getting to learn everything.
Yeah, they're new.
Yeah, but Seth definitely is a great big man to have. He stretches the floor. I'm not sure he's ever played Division I college basketball, but he does all the things you want a big man to do, whether it be stretch the floor, play good defense on the inside, and get some tough post baskets. But I want to go back to your point of where you said that you think Joey was the best player, and I thought that Rodney was the best player. You were mentioning a lot of Joey's demeanor on the court in a way, the way he kind of attacks the basket, gets his open shots. When we asked them who we think are how much do they think they'll be able to score in a JV game, Joey gave us the highest answer.
He did.
Now, I'm not sure if that's a cockiness thing or if that's a confidence thing or even just he just thinks he's the best player kind of thing.
Some of those players had humble answers. I feel like I could easily see Joey dropping 70. Very efficient, very quick. But off topic here, a couple guys we haven't mentioned. DeAndre Daniels, he I feel like is a sleeper for this team. He's didn't really stick out in the scrimmages, but wasn't poor by any means. Just did his role. His role is not going to be a scorer. It's to defend. He's lengthy. He's one of the taller players on the team. I feel like he might be the X factor.
Yeah, and even when he's not scoring or creating plays, he's stretching the floor. I mean, you can't leave DeAndre open for three. It's something you couldn't do 10 years ago, and it's something you can't do now. So obviously having DeAndre, just be there, allow players to get inside the paint without much commotion, it's going to create a lot of great scoring opportunities for our guards.
Yeah, you can't really leave anyone open on this team. I'm pretty sure Seth hit a corner three there. Yeah. Jeff Adrian, I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with this game. I didn't watch him play. It was before my time, but he hit a couple of threes. I feel like we can really win games on the perimeter. I feel like a lot of teams do that nowadays, though pretty much every team's going to be weapons from deep, but I feel like that certainly could be the key to success here.
Yeah, definitely plenty of great athletes on the squad, and I'm just pretty excited to see these guys get into action on Sunday.
Yeah, they're getting action this weekend out in Pittsburgh. We should have who they're playing up, so we could tell you we don't. But just the big team to watch in that region in Pittsburgh is the Pitt alum, the Zoo Crew that they're called. That's our toughest opponent, I believe, in that first region. If they move on there, they're moving on to the Final Four to Philly, or they might be around before that. But the Final Four is in Philly at Drexel. Hopefully our guys will still be playing then. But yeah, we're going to certainly be following the team. Unfortunately, neither of us, and Andrew included, also apologize to you, Andrew, if you're watching this. You couldn't make it down from New Hampshire, but we got you covered here. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be following the team all throughout. We'll be, how about them not shooting Storrs, that's our pod. How about Stars of Storrs?
How about the Stars of Storrs?
How about them Stars of Storrs for the next few weeks? Well, we won't be recapping every game, but say we move on in that Pittsburgh region, we'll certainly be talking about it. I know I'll be watching. You'll be watching.
I'll be watching it.
You'll be watching. I think it's on FS1, honestly, so should be fun. But yeah, that's all from us here. It was a blast. Great. Thanks to all the players. Thanks to Mark. Thanks to Chris for allowing us to do this, talk with them. Hope you guys enjoy. This is certainly something a little different than what we usually do. We've never done this vlog style of content, but any last words, Matt?
Nope. Just pretty excited to see how this unfolds. So let's go Stars of Storrs.
Yeah, let's go Stars of Storrs. And like I said, our next episode, it'll be a normal episode, probably recapping their games if they win. If they lose, I don't know. We'll probably recap as well, but just stay tuned. Thanks for watching.